Hello there. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. If you're just dropping in, just passing by, scrolling down Facebook and have found us, stick around because we're going to do a lovely meditation this morning that everybody can do. And it really helps us in our lives. Good morning, Dimple. Hope you're okay. I haven't had time to reply to your message, but I will do. Good morning, Rachel and Maggie and Chris. Good to see you all. We'll begin in about 3 or 4 minutes. Good morning, Lynn. Mm. It's a sunny day at the moment here in York, in this part of York anyway. Good morning, Stuart. Bit cold last night, bit of a frost, but it definitely feels like we're moving through spring now, which is so lovely. I think it's my favourite time of the year. Everything is so fresh and green and new. I'm sitting here, I can see right out into my little garden. It's getting very colourful at the moment. Good morning, Helen. I'm feeling good, thank you. Good night's sleep. World of wonders, isn't it? Morning, Sarah. Yes, Rach just says she likes the Buddha, the Buddha figure behind me. It is wood. It's carved in, I think, in the Philippines. I bought it many years ago, about 10 years ago, for Leeds Buddhist Centre, and they got a big new Buddha figure a couple of years ago. So they asked me if I wanted it back, and it spent some time in our shop in our centre, but we don't have room for it there at the moment because we've got so much stock in the shop. I brought it home again. I brought him home, and I love having him here. It's very beautiful, and just a privilege to have him here. Good morning, Ray. Good to see you. Oh, and the shrine in the back of the shop, Dimple. Yes, that's another quite large Buddha, and yes, it is beautiful. And if any of you come into the shop, which is open today and tomorrow and Saturday from 1:30 to 5 o'clock, if you come into the shop, you're very welcome to come and look at the room, which is behind the shop. It's only very small, or you can even come and have a meditation if there's room, if there's nobody else there, just to come in and sit with the shrine and meditate. You're very welcome to do that when the shop's open. Good morning, Philippa. Good to see you. And rehoming the Buddha. He was a wanderer. He was homeless, so he takes shelter wherever he can, which is good. Okay, so it's gone 7 o'clock, and we're going to start. And today we're going to do a meditation called Giving and Receiving. Um, and what can I say about this? It's based on a Tibetan practice called Tonglen, which you might have heard of, but it's a little bit more gentle than the normal practice. But I just want to say a few words about us as human beings before I start. As human beings, we cut ourselves off from the world. There's this sense, this really strong embedded sense of there's me in here, there's the world out there, and we are quite separate. Um, and that's hardwired into us in a way. And it's very unfortunate. It actually causes us a lot of personal grief and upset uh, when we treat the outside, what we call the outside world, people and things and situations, we treat them in ways that aren't kind. We get caught up in our own self-centeredness. Excuse me. Um, and that doesn't help at all. It creates division. And the more we do this, the more divided we are from the world. And originally, this was a self-protection. It was when we were lived in caves, and the world was a very, very dangerous place, and we could be killed by animals or other tribes at any time. So we got into this situation of separating ourselves off. But we don't need it now. In many ways, we need it a little bit, but not in all the ways we use it. It's just not true that there is me in here and the world out there. We are all connected. You've probably heard about interconnection. We're all interconnected. Everything in the world is connected to everything else, and we all affect everything else. And deep down, we have a very hidden part of ourselves that knows this, that knows we are connected. This is the bit where the yearning for spiritual advancement comes. This part of ourselves that doesn't feel at home in this separation, that wants to be connected with the world and with everything and everybody in it. And this little bit of ourselves, well, it's a big bit actually, been pushed down for so long that it seems small. But that's what we're trying to let out. That's what we're trying to set free in our uh, spiritual practice, so that as that grows bigger, we become more connected, and the world becomes happier. We become happier. So that's the purpose of most of Buddhist practice, to connect with the world and to see that we're not separate at all. So in this meditation, we are connecting with the universe, and we are part of this universe. It's not separate to us. And the universe is a benign universe. It's full of warmth and love. Why wouldn't it be? We are. It's part of us, so we would love it naturally. It's our natural way of being deep down. So the universe is kind and benign and benevolent. So in this meditation, what we're going to do is connect with this benevolent universe and try and begin to be at one with it just a little. Use the power of the love and kindness in the universe to ourselves, to open us up, and to allow us to have a sense of goodwill to the rest of the world and to become more connected with the world around us. So, lofty aim, but it is possible. And the more we do this kind of meditation, the more likely it is that that will happen. Okay. So, good morning to Paul and to Isabel, who've just joined us. It's so great to see you all. And I hope you enjoy this, get a lot out of it. And it's just part of the way of chipping away at our separateness, little by little, so that we begin over time to feel more connected. So here we go. Let's begin. So we're beginning the usual way, just settling in, noticing what it's like to be here this Thursday morning. Just taking stock of you. I'm still feeling a bit sleepy at this time in the morning, and that's okay. And sometimes I might be feeling a little bit grumpy or a bit out of sorts, and that's okay. I'm not this morning. I'm feeling good. But so, however you're feeling, it's good to admit it. Nothing wrong in admitting that we're feeling grumpy or angry or upset or delicate. Well, we don't have to act it out, but to acknowledge it is to give it love. To acknowledge our emotions and senses helps them taking care of ourselves. So just taking care of how you are this morning. Just noticing contact with the earth, contact with the bed or the floor or the chair. Just this sense of being held by the earth, ultimately held by the earth. Noticing the body sensations with that contact. Quite mysterious. We take them for granted, but how wonderful to be able to feel the floor with your feet, the chair with your bum, the bed or the floor with the whole of the back of your body. How amazing is that? Just allowing as much as you can your body and your mind to relax. You've got nothing to do for the next 25 minutes. And bringing as much attention into your body as you can. Noticing the feelings, sensations in the feet, in the legs, all the way up the back of the body. In the front of the body, in the arms and the hands. Lots of tingling in some of these places. And the head. Feeling the skin stretching across the top of the head. Just a slight sense of tightness if you can find it. Don't worry if you can't. And noticing how you're holding your face. Are you frowning? Just relaxing the forehead, relaxing the face, letting the face, just letting go. Everything's fine. So bringing attention to the breath. And noticing as you breathe in and breathe out, you're breathing the same air that has been breathed over millions and millions of years. It's our real connection with the past, with all the people who've lived on this planet. They've all breathed the same air. So you will be breathing some of the air that the Buddha breathed. Some of the air that other famous people have breathed and that's kept them alive. We have a connection through the breath that we're breathing. And each time we breathe out, our breath fuels the rainforests, the trees, and the greenery around us. They rely on the carbon dioxide that we produce for their greenery and for their health. And then they breathe out oxygen, which we breathe in. So we have this magical connection with the natural world. In a way, we are the natural world, and the natural world is us. We exchange our breath with them all the time. So we're going to begin by following each out breath, just allowing ourselves to almost surf the out breath each time, beginning to end. Just allowing the mind to settle, allowing us to accept any thoughts that do arise with love, just relaxing on each out breath as we follow it from beginning to end. And as we breathe out and follow each out breath, we can use our imagination to imagine where that breath is going. Each out breath is fueling the rainforest and the natural world. Each out breath is being breathed into a vast space, breathed out into the universe. And as we breathe out, can we imagine this vast space opening up more and more, completely boundaryless, completely free and open, vast cosmic space, full of warmth and peace and serenity, full of goodwill, full of life. As we breathe into it, we connect with it. We become part of it. In fact, in a way, we are this vast, benevolent, warm space. So now that we're part of it, we're going to follow the in-breath. We're going to breathe in the benefits of this vast space of peace and serenity. So following each in-breath, breathing in the loving kindness of the universe. From this benevolent space. It's almost as if we're breathing in ourselves, we're breathing in this connection, breathing in the loving kindness, filling our bodies with love in each breath. And we can fill them more and more. There's no limit to the amount of love that we can breathe in. Filling our hearts, opening our hearts to the peace and serenity of the universe. And to our place as part of it. How does that feel? Can you feel the love coming into your heart? Don't worry if you can't, but just relaxing, not trying to make anything happen, just being here, receiving, taking it all in without resistance. Just relaxing. Allowing the loving in-breath to permeate through our bodies, healing our wounds, healing negative views, helping us feel whole and connected. Just for a few moments, really enjoying the sense of all this kind, loving positivity coming into our body, breathing it in. And we might notice that we're feeling better. We're feeling nourished by the love of the universe, by this connection with the whole world and other worlds, by this connection with life. Maybe we even feel that we are life. We are life itself in all its richness. but feeling healed, feeling whole. And now that we've begun to feel okay, and full of love from the universe, we're going to carry on breathing it in, but also we're going to breathe it out over those people that we know need help, those people around us that we know are going through difficult times. It might be mentally or physically, emotionally, just noticing the people that we love, the people that we come across in our lives, and helping them by breathing out this loving kindness, this wholesome out breath all over their lives, helping them to heal, nourishing them. We might just imagine them in our mind's eye, receiving this loving kindness from us in the breath. And as we breathe kindness over them, just noticing, at least in our imagination, how they respond. Can maybe see them healing, see them becoming happier. See the effect that our loving kindness is having on them. So continuing to connect with the loving kindness of the universe with each in-breath, we can now begin to breathe out in a much wider way over the whole world, over all the people in the world who need help, who are suffering in whatever way they're suffering, particularly those millions of people in India and Brazil and other countries who are suffering so much from the COVID pandemic. There's so much pain in the world at the moment, so much fear and upset and distress. So breathing out the loving kindness over all people, all beings who are suffering, helping them to heal, helping them to cope. This breath has the power to turn anger into compassion, hatred into love, ignorance into wisdom. And as we breathe out this loving kindness, just noticing in our imagination the positive and beneficial effects it has. It may not heal the whole world, but it helps to make the world much more bearable for people. Kindness helps people cope. Kindness, in a way, makes suffering almost go away, at least be manageable. So can we imagine the world becoming a kinder place, a happier place, a more interconnected place? Might even imagine the boundaries between ourselves, the imagined boundaries between ourselves and the whole of the world beginning to dissolve. The world is us, and we are the world. Our pain and aspirations are not different to the pain and aspirations of everyone else. So maybe now spreading our loving kindness breath even further towards all animals and birds, water creatures, and nature itself, all the suffering going on in nature, all the loss of diversity, and the difficulties of the natural world. Can we breathe our love into that as well, helping the natural world to revitalize, taking care of this world that is so much part of us. Breathing our loving kindness over the whole world, all beings, all animals, all natural world, the earth itself, filling the world with love, healing the world, and in the process, healing ourselves. And as we move towards the end of the meditation, just reconnecting with the sense of being here right now. Sensations in our bodies, the contact with whatever we're sitting or lying on. The air brushing our skin. The sounds around us. Or the silence around us. And preparing to meet the day, to go about our day, perhaps just noticing a little more the connection with all things around us, the connection with the air around us, the connection with other people, the connection with emotions and feelings, and allowing our hearts to open and our deeper, loving nature to arise and emerge whenever it can. Well, I must say that one of the things I like about doing this morning meditation, I'm meditating as well. It's not like I'm reading something or um, doing something automatically. It's actually when we meditate together, we are really meditating together, and I'm there as well. So that had a profound effect on me, and I hope it touched you as well. It's really important that we try and notice that we separate ourselves from the world in all sorts of ways, and to try and not to do that, trying to be more connected with the world around us. So I hope that was a good start to the day for you. Welcome to Patricia down in London and Anne Marie, who joined us later on. And I won't be here tomorrow. Joe will be here tomorrow doing loving kindness meditation. And then Kate back on Monday, and I'll be with you on Tuesday. In the meantime, have a good day and a good weekend. Enjoy the sunshine. Stay safe. And lots of love to you. See you again soon. Bye.